I'm just going to hit record now. Okay, well, I guess we'll get started. We talked earlier in the week, I think it was on Tuesday morning, just what it means to hit diamond and the strategies and mindset that you need to have when you're working toward that goal. I feel like there are so many people on our team that are already such great leaders that I don't even really want you guys just shooting for diamond. Like, I want you guys shooting for 2-star. And I know, Kristen, we talked earlier in the week about you shooting for 2-star right off the bat because of the way that your husband and your grandma are placed in your business. So it really applies to everybody. That should really, I mean, diamond is a sweet benchmark, but it is not like a stopping point. So, you guys have any, Kristen, were you on, I know you were, Sasha, but were you on the call, Kristen, on Tuesday?
No, I missed it.
Oh, okay, that's totally fine. So we talked about having the mindset that it takes to hit diamond and making a plan and working backwards from that plan and, setting dates for your goals and then having a work ethic that meets that also what am I saying? That aligns with that goal. I couldn't think of the word aligns. So having a work ethic that aligns with that goal. And I know there are a lot of coaches that have struggled with saying oh, I'm working so hard and my business is not doing what I want it to. And, oh, I'm giving 100%, but really, and if they're being 100% honest with themselves, they're really giving 60%. And so we just kind of talked about the mindset that it takes to actually do the business activity tracker every day. Do your power hour every day. Be posting consistently every day. And just that kind of stuff. So I don't know. Did you guys have any questions about that or?
I missed most of it. I had to jump off 10 minutes in.
Okay.
But I don't think I had any questions.
Okay. I have found in my team, and I was guilty of this in the beginning, of feeling because really Emerald and Diamond are a choice. It's not oh, I can't find anybody. Everybody can find the amount of people that it takes to reach Emerald, especially that's your grandma, stepdad, whatever, and one other person to join your challenge. So everyone can hit Emerald. In fact, Kristen, did you hit Emerald today?
I did.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah, it was cool.
So, Emerald's a choice, Diamond's a choice. Once you get past that, your work ethic will carry you. And I loved when we went just this past Super Saturday, everything was so it just resonated with me so much with Carly Del Carlo would say things like, keep your business simple. If you know how to sign up because you've just signed up, teach other people how to sign up. If you know how to go Emerald because you've just gone Emerald, teach other people in your business how to go Emerald. If you're going Diamond or you just went Diamond, teach your team how to go Diamond because you know how to do those things. Keep it simple. Don't add complication. Don't obsess over training and thinking, well, I'm doing all this stuff for my business and I'm not really getting anywhere, because that's just motion. Those kind of things are important, but they're not the action that it takes, if that makes any sense. I know that Zach's dad always says, don't confuse motion with action. And I don't think I really got it until I started working with this business, because there are a lot of ways you can be busy and think you're working, like scrolling through Facebook, and then you're like, oh crap, 30 minutes just went by and all I was doing was scrolling. So keep it simple. Teach your team to do what you have done. If you have ordered as a customer, teach your challengers how to order as a customer. In fact, I just walked one of my coaches who is in Zach's business. I just walked her through the process of ordering her challenge pack. And she was like, well, I have 3 people who want a challenge pack from you right now. So what do I do? And I said, you just did it. Now you just walk them through it. So this business is so simple, you guys, but it takes hard work and it takes consistency. So you have to first, before you decide your goals, you have to decide what you're willing to invest in this. Because if you're, even 2 hours a day, if you're seriously working consistently 2 hours a day and not just scrolling through Facebook or whatever, you're going to be successful. And you just stick it out. It's just consistency over time. So you have to decide that you are going to hit these goals no matter what. Like, you have to change. That was my goal last year. Last year I registered for the Cancun trip. And it was a huge leap of faith for our family, because I was like, if I don't earn, a certain amount of money and I don't hit Success Club every single month, it is going to be really hard. So that year is when I really developed my no matter what mentality, because I knew that if I reached my goals and I worked hard and I reached my goals no matter what, then I was going to be able to take my family on this amazing trip that we wouldn't have. We probably wouldn't have been there for another 10 or 15 years in a position to take a trip like that. So, and it sounds really funny, but one of the things that helped me develop that no matter what attitude is Marshawn Lynch from the Seahawks. Do you guys watch the Seahawks? No. Okay, so Marshawn Lynch is a guy who struggles with social anxiety, and he is constantly being penalized from the NFL because he does not want to talk. He does not want to do interviews. He doesn't. It's an actual legitimate mental health struggle for him to do that. He's a football player. He just has a really hard time talking for public things. So he has done all these things. Like, he went to this conference and literally his response to everything was, I'm just here so I don't get fined. I'm just here so I don't get fined. He said it probably 68 times. I don't even know how many. They would ask him a question and that was his response every single time. So his entire mentality, and he's one of the best players on the team, his entire mentality is, don't just talk about it, be about it. And I had that on my whiteboard because I could see myself, we probably all know people who are like, oh, well, I tried multi-level marketing or I tried direct sales and it just didn't work for me. And it's like, did you really try it? Did you really try it? Or were you just talking about it? Were you actually being about it, or were you talking about it? And so don't just talk about it, be about it. I had that on my whiteboard and I looked at it every day and I worked my business every day. And that takes me back to just finishing out the year strong, because if you are investing in your own physical health and fitness journey, people are going to see the transformation, and they're going to see that you're not just talking about it, that you are being about it. So that is going to really attract people in to join you as a coach and to join you as a challenger. And the better results your challengers get, the more likely they are to be a coach, because they're going to see how much this changed their life and they're going to want to share it with their friends and family. That's just how it works. It's just this, and there's nothing more rewarding than seeing the fruits of that full circle moment. It's like, both of you guys have a little bit different story because you signed up as coaches right off the bat. But to see a challenger go from feeling hopeless and desperate for change and depressed and not even wanting to get out of bed and sluggish, to see them transform, to have hope and to have, more confidence and more strength is like something that you really can't believe. It's like almost the same feeling when you see your kids like make a decision that you're like, oh my gosh, like I know that I'm like doing my best as a parent, but I just wasn't totally sure how, if they got in the situation, how would they respond or whatever. And they make the right choice and you're just like, oh yes, mom win, it's amazing. So it feels, you as a coach, you feel like this mama bear who's just so pumped. Am I rambling? Because I feel like I'm rambling.
No.
I just get so excited to talk to you guys that I'm like, okay. So no matter what, don't just talk about it, be about it. Use your physical transformation, and then just teach your coaches to do what you've done. I loved that Carly Del Carlo was she was just so sweet. She's one of the top 10 coaches, and she made you feel like we were all already a success. She was like, you guys are already more successful than 99% of the country because you have signed up as a coach. Most people haven't. So, anyway, I thought that was really amazing. If you want to get on Kim's call tomorrow, or no, it's tonight. Today's Thursday. It's tonight at 6:30, I think, Pacific Standard Time. Is that right, Sasha? Yeah. It's tonight, 6:30 Pacific Standard Time. And she is going to be, I put in a request because I feel like our team is just, we're like on the brink of it, you guys. We have so many people who are pushing for diamond and they're pushing for their coaches to hit diamond that I was like, she said, what would be helpful for this month's big team call? And I said, we need to know, we need to hear it from you what it takes to be diamond. What does it take mentally? What does it take strategy to hit that goal and to help our coaches hit that goal? So that was my special request, and she's doing it, so that's awesome. Kim is such an amazing leader, you guys. We are so blessed to have her just like spearheading our team. It's like unbelievable. She signed up with somebody who is not like, she's active. She's a 5-star diamond coach, but she has way different ideas than we do. And so Kim's kind of cut off. She doesn't have any help from her upline. She doesn't get any coaches from her upline. She doesn't have any training from her upline, nothing. And she hasn't used any of it as an excuse to not move forward, not lead us well. She is just amazing. So anything that you guys can like soak up from her or be a part of with her, take advantage of that because, she knows the way. So, wow, it's only been 15 minutes. I really got on a high horse there or a tangent or something. Kim's sending me all these voice messages. She does this every time I'm on my team call. Do you guys have any questions for me? It doesn't have to be related to that.
I don't think so. I don't think I have any questions.
Okay.
Maybe I guess my question is, how do I help motivate my coaches more? Because I have 2 coaches, who were the first ones that joined my team, and they want to succeed in the business, but they're just not there yet, not putting in that work really.
That is the struggle.
Mm-hmm.
That's the struggle of all of this. You're gonna have to figure out a way for you, Sasha, to wrap your brain around the fact that some people say they want it and they don't. Some people say that my goal is to be diamond. And they're like, oh, okay, well, I think I'll post every other week and that's it. So some people say that their goals are certain things, but their actions are not aligning with it. And it can be very frustrating. I mean, there's times where I have been like, I wish you would pull your head out of your place where your sun doesn't shine. And there's just no real nice way to say that. The best way is to continue what you're doing and continue modeling those behaviors. You could fill out your business activity tracker each week and share it with them. You could also have them fill it out and share it with you. And then also, I think just in the beginning, it's hard to see that it's hard to see the potential, I think, because some, checks are trickling in here and there, $30, $90, $0, and it can be different. So it's hard for people to see that. But I think in the very beginning, it's really helpful to focus on earning enough to pay for their shake in that first month. If they can get their shake paid for, who doesn't want that, And then also connect with them on their why. So you're going to have to ask them. Autumn Calabrese told us this in Cancun, that when she was doing personal training and she was like getting certified in the very beginning of her career, she said that the training told her that you will have to ask someone their why 4 times before you actually get to their real why. So, you might ask them, so what perked your interest in joining as a coach? And they'll say, oh, I just think that it's so great to help other people. Okay, great. We all think that. That's not your why. You want to get them connected to a why that is related to one of the 3 F's: family, finances, freedom. If you can get them connected, deeply connected to one of those, you are going to have a lot more success in retaining them long term. If they have no idea why they're doing it, if they feel like, oh, I'm just going to help a few people and see where this takes me, they're not going to continue and they're not going to be successful. But if you can, so for example, when I first started, the thing that kept me going was, have I shared this with you, Sasha, about my daughter?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so when I first started, my husband and I were surviving on $19,000 a year. And my daughter had just done some cognitive testing because my mom works at the school and the school psychologist loves Scarlett. And she was like, can I just borrow her? I need to practice administering this test. And because I'm having a student taking it and I haven't administered the test in a long time, I said, sure, she'd probably think that was fun anyway. So we take her up and the school psychologist calls us and she's like, Scarlett scored gifted. She is really smart. And I'm like standing there watching this. It still brings tears to my eyes. That's how much it resonates in my heart of why am I doing this? Obviously I have my own physical transformation. I was depressed. I was not the mom I wanted to be. I wasn't the wife I wanted to be. So I have my own story with it, but my story and my why is more deeply connected to finances than anything else. And it took me a long time to be okay with that because I felt guilty wanting to build a business to get paid. But I don't know why. When you say it out loud, it doesn't even make sense. But so I get this information about Scarlett being gifted. I knew she was smart. I really knew she was smart. But I wasn't like, she was my first kid I raised. So I'm like, well, maybe I'm just biased because she's my kid. And she scores gifted. So I'm standing in our house that we were renting from our parents that we weren't even paying rent for because we couldn't afford any rent. We were just paying utilities. And I'm standing there washing dishes because there's no dishwasher. And I was so proud of her. And I was thinking down the road, like I always do this. I was thinking down the road about her going to whatever school she wants to go to, Harvard, Yale, I don't know, maybe she wants to go for arts and, you know, go to Juilliard. I don't know. I was like picturing her coming to me with her acceptance letter and say, Mom, I got into the school. And I was going to have to say, wow, Scarlett, I'm so proud of you, but you can't go because we can't afford it. And if you can get connected to a why that makes you cry, you will keep going. There is nobody that once I got connected, once that vision was in my heart that I wanted to provide the life of my dreams for my kids, I didn't want to say, I'm sorry, we can't afford it. I mean, we couldn't even buy Scarlett her second birthday. We couldn't buy her a present at all, nothing. And the thought of going forward in that same financial position was just heart-wrenching. I could not handle it. So get connected to your why and help your coaches get connected to theirs. Some people have their aha moment when they go to Super Saturday or Summit. You know, those events can be really powerful in like recognizing, like some people might, maybe they want their husband home because he's working like 90 hours a week or something insane, and they never see him. And, so everybody's why is different, but if you can get them connected to that, it'll help motivate them. Some people, I was just listening to a call that Kim was on. She sent me a link that, and one gal opened up her heart and shared that, it was hard for her because everyone kept talking about connecting to this why. So this is a different thing to consider, is that, some people don't have those situations. Like some people, their husband will make $100,000 a year and they're doing this just for fun or whatever. So this gal said that it was not as helpful for her to think of a long-term vision or a long-term why for her family. It was more helpful for her to think about her perfect day and narrow it down to one day. So that was kind of what we had talked about, like your 5 things that are important to you for one day. And so for those people who maybe don't necessarily need this business for a long-term vision, they're not going to be like, financially thinking 20 years down the road because their husband, or maybe they already have a great job that they love. So for her, it was really helpful to think about just one day, like one day at a time. What would it be like to build this business successfully, and how would it influence and benefit that one day? So I don't know if that makes any sense, the difference in that. But some people find that helpful. So I don't know where your coaches are and, if they would be motivated to, connect with something like that, or if they need to think about like, one day at a time, like, would they be happy with just earning enough to write a check to cover their kids' soccer season? Or do they want to bring their husband home from work? It looks different for all of us. So, is that helpful at all, Sasha? Did I answer your question?
Yeah, you did. Just, to help them connect with their why. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, also in the beginning too, I think it's super helpful to like do a shout out for them in the coaches group. Like if they do, sell their first challenge pack or whatever, that kind of can be really like, oh my gosh, wow, she thought that was great. And that's so, that recognition piece is lacking in the rest of the world, but it's not lacking in our team. And that's one thing that I love about this company and this job is that we get to celebrate other people's successes. And I know you're great about that. So I think that just like as a reminder that it's super helpful for some people to have that recognition to kind of light a fire, you know, in the beginning part. Kim. She sent me so many voice messages. Okay. Kristen, do you have any questions for me this morning?
Sorry, I'm here. Cooking lunch. No, I don't think I have any questions. I mean, I think right now my biggest thing is trying to figure out just my whole strategy here, like we talked about in our private message. So, and I'm just going to not get overwhelmed because I do that really easily to myself.
Okay.
So I'm just going to take it a day at a time, and I'm getting ready to advertise my next challenge group. So I'm just hanging out and posting, and that's about it.
Okay.
So
awesome. You're doing a great job.
thanks.
Yep. You're doing a really great job. So next step for, I think, no, Sasha, you're not building your stepdad right now, right?
Not right now. I don't know. I haven't, he missed our call yesterday. So I don't know what's going on with him. When I reconnect, because we talk every Monday. We always FaceTime every Monday.
Okay.
Oh yeah, today's Thursday, so he missed it on Monday, not yesterday.
Okay.
So I'll have to re-talk to him again because I don't know what he's doing.
Okay.
I know he wants to eventually. He's said that before, that he's like, yeah, it'll help me push myself too, because he has a good 50 pounds to lose, right? So he's like, it'll help me push, but I know he's not ready yet.
Okay.
So
okay.
Hopefully eventually he's there, his spot's there. So, I mean, even if he builds it a little bit, and then, I mean, my plans, if I take it over eventually and I can just like have it go into Anya's Canadian account or something, then there's just extra money building there.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Kristen, how are you feeling about building your husband and your grandma?
I don't know. Honestly, right now, it's kind of crazy. This is a little personal, but I don't mean to make it sound personal, but it kind of is. My grandpa actually passed away a year ago, and my grandma's dating a new guy, and I'm just kind of iffy about putting what we talked about, working on her business. I'm kind of iffy about putting personal information there because I just don't know what his motives are with my grandma, as weird as that sounds.
Okay.
I just don't want him, to try to take advantage financially of her and then somehow my information leak toward him. So right now, I'm a little reserved about that.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So then we'd probably just build your husband first, and then we'd put your next builder on the same side as you.
Okay, so I need to go ahead and change my placement, my next coach placement to her side, right? To my left side, I think. I'll have to look. But on that side, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
If your next coach that you sign up as a builder, that's when you would want to do that.
What did you say? I'm sorry.
If the next coach that you sign up is going to build the business, then that's where you'll put her.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, cool. I actually am really loving placement stuff, and so if you guys have questions, don't hesitate to ask, because I feel like the way that I've built my business, I'll probably never get no, I shouldn't say never. I will eventually build to be a higher rank, but from the very beginning on, since my motives for my why was deeply connected to finances, I built for volume. So a lot of my builders are on my weak leg. And so when you're building for rank, you got to keep it, even. So you, for example, when you hit 2-star, you need to have 1 diamond on each side. 5 stars, 2 diamonds on each side, and the 5th can be on either side. So, so if you guys have questions about building for volume versus building for rank, I am available to answer questions about that. And I actually find that kind of stuff really fun and interesting. I like that. So, anyway, I don't want to keep you guys forever because I don't really have anything else magical to say. You guys are both doing, it's like sometimes I feel like these calls are like I'm preaching to the choir because the people who get on the calls are the people who are really working.
No, it's good because even if like we are working, there's always something said that I need to hear.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay. I'm also doing a training on personal growth, and I'm super excited about it because the book we're reading is the John C. Maxwell 15 Laws of Growth, and it is going to be awesome. So I'll let you guys know how that goes, and I'll just keep you posted on that because it should be really fun. And it should be really beneficial. I don't think I realized until I read this first chapter of this book that the first like year of my business, or maybe even year and a half of my business, was like unintentional growth. And now that I think when I noticed that when it switched, hi Anya. When it switched was when I had a customer sign up with another coach that I had been working with for a year, and she signed up with one of the top coaches, and I was like, at first I was like, ugh, I just felt burnt and I was upset, and then I was like able to step back and really look at myself and say, there are probably reasons within my control that this happened. So I was like, from that point on, I was determined to grow. And I was like, my mission is honestly to be like, when I come in contact with someone and they know that I'm a Beachbody coach, like I want them to be like, I would sign up with Alicia no matter what over anyone else. And actually, Sasha, you were kind of like, almost like that, like came to my, part of that goal. I was like, when you told me that you had been following Amy Silverman forever, I was like, oh my gosh, did I accomplish my mission?
You did. Well, I have like even like some friends back in Canada are coaches, and they would always contact me, and like I had probably like 8 people be like, hey, be a coach. But the way you ran your business was more outstanding than theirs. And even when one of my friends, who is now the one who wants to switch from Amy Silverman's team to our team, came to me, was like, and she's like, I'm on this really awesome team. And I was like, know what? No, I have this amazing coach who stuck with me for a year through my questions and doubt. And like, I'm not going to betray her because that's not who I am. And that's not right. And like, I believe in you and I believe in me. And so it just.
Well, and that kind of integrity will carry through, and you will attract people who also value integrity into your business. So that's really amazing, that you saw that so early on.
Sorry.
That's okay. You're fine. What are you doing, Anya? I see you.
Making messes.
Yeah. That's normal. So, okay, you guys, I think that's it. I could talk to you forever because I just love talking to our team. So, but I won't because we all have lives outside of Beachbody. Okay. Have a great day, unless you guys have any last burning questions.
Nope.
Okay. Oh, wait, let me take a little screenshot. Wait. Oh, here we go. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes. Say cheese.
Cute. Okay. Got her little eyes in there.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Have a great day, you guys.
Bye.
Bye.